guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm excited. If you guys have been around for quite a while, you would know that I absolutely love NATASHA DENONA. It's just a slippery slope I went down years ago and I've just never recovered from it. I usually buy most of the palettes that she comes out with. I don't have every single one because there's sometimes where I'm like, debate about it, and then I've gone back like once those palettes go on sale and then maybe I've purchased it, or I just haven't purchased it altogether. But typically I'm looking at her palettes when she's like, hey, I'm releasing something new. So today I am going to be using the new NATASHA DENONA I Need a Warm palette. But this is what the palette looks like if you haven't seen it. This color up here does have a shift, like it looks more orangey, and then as you move it, it's got like this greenish shift to it. You can see it on the picture that they show because it looks like a two-toned color, and that's why. So here it is. Definitely lots of warm colors. This is now available on her website, I believe, Sephora and Ulta, and it looks like it's $69. I ordered it from the pre-sale or whatever it was that she had on her website. Like, she released it on her website first, so I got it from her website, and I mean, my gosh, she shipped so quick. Like, I ordered it whatever day it was, I don't know, let's say it was like Wednesday, I had this by Friday, or if it was like Tuesday, I had it by Friday. Like, it was super quick shipping. It is so pretty. Again, you guys know I'm a sucker for her palettes. But let's see, I know a lot of people are probably like, that palette looks like every other palette. Let's see, I'm gonna do the I Need a Nude palette. So it's gonna be on the bottom, and then I Need a Warm palette is on top. So you can kind of get a comparison of the two palettes together. Just kind of like in a real live, rather than just putting photos. I probably will put probably will put photos on my Instagram. So there you go. So this is I Need a Nude, and this is I Need a Warm. So you can see the difference there. But then I also pulled out the Glam palette just so we could compare that. Again, I'm going to put the I Need a Warm palette on top, and then the Glam palette is on the bottom. Here we go. You can kind of take that in, look at the difference. So now I'm going to do the Golden palette. So I Need a Warm is on top, and then the Golden palette is on the bottom. This is the new gold one. So you can kind of get a comparison there. And then I also pulled out a lot of them, and I just kind of pulled out the ones that I thought were more, you know, had more of the warm tones in it. So here's the Biba palette. So the Biba palette's on the bottom, the warm palette's on top. And they do. I mean, there's some similar tones, again, with a lot of the neutral nudes, the browns that she does. They do seem to come out, but they all have a bit of a different tone to them. And then here is, I don't know if I can cover that up enough. Let's see. And then there's the Camel palette. So I just put that on top for ease of holding these up. She does have a lot of these neutral nude tones that come out, whether some of them are a little more cool, a little more warm, what have you. But it definitely does have its differences. Again, I feel like it's not a whole lot of like actual repeat colors, but there is a variation in the tone. So if you have some of her other palettes, you probably have something similar to what is in here tone wise. I swear this fervor, whatever this is, this color here, I swore this was in another palette, and I literally pulled down all my palettes and I'm like, why don't I see it? So then I like Googled it, and it's not coming up with anything but what's in here, and I'm like, I swear that's a color she's used before, like that name and everything, because it's such an odd name. But I'm like, maybe I just made that up. I don't know. I couldn't find it. So anyway, even like Vim, I'm like, did that come up somewhere? Not so much like I feel like with the Fervor, but the one palette, is it the Glam palette? Has moved everything. One of them has just like inner corner, outer corner. So I thought that one would have similarities to it, but again, or like a repeat color, because you know, everybody's always like, oh, is there a repeat? So anyway, there is, from going through them, there is a bit of a variation in the tone of the colors, but I feel like, again, if you have a big collection with NATASHA DENONA, you might have a similar color in a variety of tones, you know what I mean? It might be a little lighter, it might be a little warmer, it might be a little cooler, but it's not like I found an exact like repeat of these. I'll double check, but I couldn't find it, so I don't know. There might be some super sleuths online that are like, nope, 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 here it is, and show it, but that's not me. That's not me. I'm gonna buy it regardless of. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in. So if you want to see what I do with this palette, then just keep watching. I really want to see what this soft spot color looks like, because it looks like it might be that nice light nude that I've been looking for, and I feel like every time, I don't know if it's, so it's a little soft in the pan, so just to be aware, because you don't want to go into the other colors. And I'm touching that very lightly. Dust that off. It does come with a mirror in it, so I'm going to try to use that today. I've been looking, I feel like I've been looking for like this light brown, like nice nude color, and I feel like every time I go through like my collection, I'm like, oh, this is the one. I put it on and it's like darker than what like I'm thinking in my mind, or it has like a yellowish hue to it, and I'm like, I don't know if it's my skin tone is just altering what I think I want, but that is really pretty. That blended out very nice. Get it up into here. Have a nice blend. I'm gonna go under the eye. There's that. It's just super pretty. Again, if you're not into nude warm tones, you're probably not gonna like this. So I'm excited. I feel like I just want to do something very, look, I say this all the time, I want to do something very light and easy and nice, and then I end up making like something absolutely ridiculous and unnecessary. So some of them look like they're gonna be shimmerier, more shimmery than others. I'm gonna take this Dynamism, I don't even know what that says. I'm gonna take this color right here, and I'm gonna pick that up on my Morphe M124 brush. Just a nice flat brush. Let's see. It's applying nicely with the brush. I'm just like dabbing it and then spreading. Oh, very nice. I'm going to clean that off, and now I'm going to go in with Elm here. I'm going to pick that up on this ColourPop E28. I'm going to put that here on my inner corner because I feel like this color is going to play with the shimmer, like the reflex in that color I just put on. Look really nice. This is more champagne-y. Bring it down. Like that. And then I'm gonna go in with this little Morphe brush. It's almost like a small pencil brush. So now I'm gonna go in with Pep. That up. And I want to take that down here on this lower lash line, like underneath, all the way from inner corner to outer. It's probably because of the density of this brush, but I am getting fallout all right here. Let's brush that away. Now I'm going to take that same color. I'm going to go right into the crease and then bring it down. Like that. And I'm going to go back in with that prior color, the one here, and just dab over where they meet up. And then I'm going to take that first brush I used. I don't have any additional product, and I'm going to tilt my hood down to open up this space, and I'm just going to blend out that color I put there, that pep. Because the top of the brush, the bristles are going to rub over that and just blend it out. And then I'm going to blend up here. So I'm going to tip my head back to open up my lid space. Leave it like that. Nice basic look. I wonder how shimmery this is. Hold on. Like, look. Let me see if I can get this just right, because I can see it in the mirror. Can you see? Let's see. Let me zoom in. You see the amount of shimmer and sparkle on my eye. This is from her face palette. This is my highlights called Diamond. Diamond, is it Diamond Dust? It's Diamond something or other. So that's not from the shadow I just put on, but look how much sparkle is in that. I just think when you're outside on a sunny day, any kind of light catches that, how much that is gonna shimmer. That is super pretty. Super pretty. So let's see. Now I think I'm gonna go in with Ripe, because this looks like the lighter color in here. And I'm gonna pick that up on my Morphe E27 brush. Again, it's soft. Just pull more like orangey peachy. I'm going to go underneath. I don't know if I'm going to go in with Fancy or Homey. So let me pick these up. Pick up Fancy and Homey. I'll show them to you in a second. So here's Fancy and here's Homey. So this is Fancy and this is Homey. Fancy and Homey. Fancy and Homey. So then I'm going to go in with Fancy. Let's see what that looks like. And I'm going to pick that up on this Morphe M124 brush. I'll pick it up on my finger and see what kind of coverage I get. See if it makes a difference. Give it a bit more coverage. that. And then it probably isn't gonna do this color justice, but I was just thinking about it and I didn't get to use the color that shifts. So I'm gonna pick that up on this same brush. I cleaned it off. I'm gonna get the tip of it into the color. This color is pretty soft. Let's see. I'll put that underneath. Just orange. That'd be pretty for a nice fall look. Obviously I should have done that up here, but just going and just thinking ahead in the video, I was like, well, I kind of did some basic looks and I didn't get to use the star of the palette there. But I don't feel like, am I gonna get that shift? I wonder, maybe when I go all the way over, it's starting to turn like that green color over here. A little bit in the mirror. When I hold the mirror up, I can see a little bit of the shift there, but nothing crazy. I don't know. I don't necessarily know that I'm a super huge fan of that color. Now I'm gonna go in with this Vim color here. I'm gonna pick that up on that little Morphe pencil brush I used earlier with Pep. I'm gonna put that here. That one applied more like a creamy, more like a cream to powder shadow. Again, I haven't watched anything on this. This is probably pointed out somewhere and I just didn't even have the time to like look or be like, oh, what's this all about? I didn't watch anything. She just kind of released on Instagram him coming out of the palette. It comes out this day and I just clicked and was like, I'm ordering it. I literally have not watched anything. I try not to watch videos because I don't want to be biased, but I guess I could have looked because she probably explains what it probably shows somewhere that this is a cream to powder shadow. It's super pretty. And pick up a little bit more of that fancy color. Just to blend in. Ah! Did I not clean that off well enough? I think that still had a hint of orange on it. Well, my sponge faileth me. It's okay. It happens. That's real life, people. It happens. It happens. So I'm going to go ahead and just give everything a once over. Blend that out. I'm going to go under here and blend that. This reminds me of pumpkin. Now let's see. Okay, so let me zoom in so you can see this eye. You can see them both actually. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna hop off, I'm gonna finish this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the finished looks. I'll go ahead and close my eyes. Go ahead and cover one eye. Go ahead and cover the other eye. So there you go. I'll go ahead and zoom out when we talk about it. Okay, so just to cover what I used on my face, or to finish up the look, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara. I didn't put any lashes on because I just don't feel like it. In the waterline of this eye, I use my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Boundless Bisque. Yes, Boundless Bisque. And then I use the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Dimensional Dark Brown in this eye. And then I still haven't used the rest of this. I used the Kat Von D Mad Max Brown Tattoo Liner on this eye. Ooh, there's a little spot. Little spot right there at the top of my eyelashes. That was like, I'm just gonna expose myself. So anyway, I went ahead and used the Mad Max liner, and then on this eye I used the KVD tattoo liner in Trooper Black over here. Look very similar. This one, I mean, this one is brown, but like I really like how this one went on. I did purchase the new KVD, like the newer version of this one, because again, this is the old one when it was still Kat Von D. I'm still holding on to it, using every last drop I can. And then for my lips, oh, I was so excited about this. So I used the NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil in Nude Beige to line my lips. And then I got the Makeup by Mitchell Mattitude lipstick in Extra Cream, because I've been looking for that whole like concealer lip type thing, and this came out. I don't know if you guys watch Erin Parsons. I watch her, sometimes I'll watch her YouTube videos because she'll do like a whole historical thing about like different makeup stuff. So some of those videos I get into. A lot of times I watch her, are they reels on Instagram, her little video reel or whatever? I'll watch those because I'll get sucked into it. She does a lot with MAC and pulls out like older versions and then compares them to show you like what the difference is, how they're like, oh, this is the same one, but the 90s version is totally different than whatever they released in the 2000s, whether it's like the hue or the tone or whatever of it. So I get sucked into some of her stuff. So anyway, I've been watching her because she's been comparing a lot of like nude neutral lipsticks, and then this came out and I hopped right on, and as soon as I got on Beauty Bay to order it, it was like all sold out. But thankfully they had it still on Makeup by Mitchell. But every time I'd go to their website, because they are in the UK, it would say, oh, you could save money by getting it through Beauty Bay. So I waited until Beauty Bay restocked it, and then I ordered that in another one. I think it is what I was looking for. It took a little bit to work with to like blend it in with my lip liner, and it is a matte lipstick. I'm not super big on matte lipsticks because I don't want my lips to look any drier than they already are. I use a lot of products on my lips because they just get so dry. So then I used the Sheer Love Gloss by Kubai Kai. Ooh. So I had this in the drawer and I just dabbed that on just to give it a little sheen. So there's that. The palette. Do you need it? No. There's not many things that I tell you guys that you absolutely need. It's pretty, yes. Is it warm tones? Yes. If you love warm tones and you don't have her other palettes, then yeah, maybe you could go ahead and buy it. I don't think it's an absolute necessity, like, oh my gosh, you need this palette. Is it pretty? Are the colors shimmery and sparkly? They are, but sitting right here under studio lights, it's not like I get a whole lot of that shimmer and sparkle. It's not till I shine a light over that. So you're gonna get that when you're outside and you directly have like, you know, light shining on you. So yeah, I might be excited when I go out and then I'm like, ooh, look at the sunlight catch my eyes. Yeah, that's gonna be really pretty. But again, just sitting here under, you know, I've got big lights right here and it's not like you're picking up a whole lot of that shimmer and sparkle. Do I like it? Yes, I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I have a thing for nudes, cool, whether they're cool toned or warm toned. I really like my browns, my neutrals. I try to be very basic when I go to work. I like it. I like the palette. It's going to be convenient for me. It's going to be something that I pick up frequently. But again, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of warm tone neutral nudes that people probably already have, so you don't necessarily need it. I think you should probably go through your collection and really figure out what it is that you might be looking for, because again, like I said in the beginning, there's a specific brown I have in my head, and I feel like every brown that I pull out thinking it's gonna look like that brown just doesn't seem like it. And I'm not even really sure. This one over here, that ripe color I used, I thought maybe it was gonna be somewhat of what I'm looking for, but then I feel like it had too much of a like a peachy brown to it. Does that make sense? Like the undertone had more of like a peachy undertone. So I don't know. Looking at it, I would have thought soft spot is kind of what I'm looking for, but when I put it on me, it's not what I'm looking for. It comes out more of like a camel-esque, like tannish, if I want to say yellowish brown. So that wasn't it either. But I could definitely see myself just grabbing this every day. Do you all need it? No, I don't think you need it. If you can get it on sale and you have your collection of NATASHA DENONA like I do, then yeah, absolutely, you can go ahead and get it. Again, I do appreciate the sparkle, the shimmer. For me, it's gonna make my life easier in the morning, so I felt like I needed it. I like it, I need it. Do you need it? No, probably not. Do you want it? If you want it, then get it. And if you do want it and you are gonna get it, find a coupon. Usually you can get money off on NATASHA DENONA if you have points building up, or you can use your points on Ulta or use your points on Sephora. So try to get it on sale. Try to never pay full price for things, okay? All right, well, I'm done rambling and I've got a lot of things to do. My 9-year-old wants to go to Michael's, so I shall oblige and take her to Michael's so we could do some crafts. So that sounds fun, and I'm really trying really hard to not get back on the PS5 and play Elden Ring. They came out with like their new DLC, and it's so much fun. Like, I get sucked into that. My husband and I both do, and then we're like taking turns playing, so I'm trying not to get on there. I need to edit this video and get it up for you. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my day. I hope all of you are well. If you bought this palette and you love it, let me know. If you're like, I agree with you, I don't need it, I'm not buying it, then let me know that too. So I appreciate all of you guys. I hope all of you are well, and you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this.